Hey coin collectors! If you love UK coins, you're in for a treat. In today's video, we're exploring the top 3 UK new pence 2p coins every collector dreams of owning. These coins are rich in history and some even have rare minting errors that make them highly valuable. We'll discuss the 1980, 1975, and 1971 2p coins and their worth. Stick around till the end, you won't believe how much these coins can be worth. 1. The 1980 UK new pence 2p coin. Let's start with the 1980 2p coin. If you've seen this coin before, you know it's from a time when the UK was deep into the decimalisation process. This is when the UK switched from the old system of pounds and shillings to the decimal system we use today. The 2p coin was part of this big change, and it was designed with national symbols representing the 4 nations of the UK, a rose for England, a thistle for Scotland, a shamrock for Ireland, and a leek for Wales. On the other side of the coin, you'll find a portrait of Queen Elizabeth II, designed by Mary Gillick. Even though the 1980 2p coin was made in huge quantities and circulated widely, there are some rare minting errors that can make this coin really valuable. Let's take a look at some of the most interesting errors that you should keep an eye out for. Rare minting errors on the 1980 2p coin. A. Major off-center strikes. One of the most exciting errors you might find on a 1980 2p coin is an off-center strike. This happens when the coin is struck in the wrong position, meaning part of the design is missing or shifted to the side. If the Queen's portrait or parts of the national symbols are missing, it can make the coin really unique and valuable. Depending on how much of the design is missing, these coins can go for anywhere between $500 and $2,000 US. In extreme cases where the coin is almost unrecognizable, the value could go as high as $2,500 US or even more. B. Double strikes with rotated dies. Another error that can occur is a double strike. This is when a coin gets struck twice, and the dies are misaligned, causing the design to appear twice on the coin. In some cases, the design will even be rotated, making the mistake even more dramatic. A double strike with rotated dies on a 1980 2p can be worth anywhere from $500 to $3,000 US, and if the error is really noticeable, it could go up to $5,000 US. C. Clip planchet. A clip planchet is when a piece of metal is missing from the edge of the coin before it's struck. This leaves the coin with an uneven or lopsided appearance. If you find a 1980 2p with a clipped planchet, it could be worth anywhere between $500 and $1,500 US, and in rare cases where the clipping is more noticeable, it could easily reach $2,000 US or even higher. D. Broad strikes. A broad strike occurs when the coin is struck outside its normal collar, causing the coin to be wider than usual. This can result in a distorted or stretched design. If you come across a 1980 2p with a broad strike, it could fetch anywhere from $500 to $2,500 US. In top condition, these coins can go for $3,000 US or more. 2. The 1975 UK new pence 2p coin. Next, let's talk about the 1975 2p coin. This one is from the early years of decimalisation, when the UK was transitioning to the new currency system. The 1975 2p coin has the same design as the 1980 coin, with the national symbols on the back and the Queen's portrait on the front. It was made in large quantities, but there are a few rare minting errors that make it highly sought after by collectors. Rare minting errors on the 1975 2p coin. A. Mule errors. Wrong die pairing. One of the most exciting errors collectors look for is a mule error. This happens when the wrong die is used to strike the coin, so one side of the coin ends up with a design meant for another denomination. For example, a 1975 2p could end up with an obverse, front, die from a 5p or 1p coin, which makes it a mule coin. These errors are incredibly rare and can be worth anywhere between $500 and $5,000 US, and in some extremely rare cases, they could go for as much as $10,000 US. B. Cap die errors. A cap die error happens when a small piece of metal sticks to the die, creating a raised portion on the coin. This can cause the design to look distorted or blurry, making it an interesting collectible. If you find a 1975 2p with a cap die error, it could be worth anywhere from $1,000 to $5,000 US, and in rare cases, the value could even exceed $6,000 US. C. Major double strikes. Double strikes can also occur on the 1975 2p coin, and when they happen, they can result in a bold doubling of the design. This error can be really striking, no pun intended, and highly desirable among collectors. A major double strike on a 1975 2p can be worth anywhere from $1,000 to $3,500 US, and in extreme cases where the doubling is very clear and bold, the value could go up to $5,000 US. D. Off-center broad strikes. If a 1975 2p coin has both an off-center strike and a broad strike, it's an error you'll want to keep an eye out for. These coins are wider than usual, and the design can be misaligned in a really dramatic way. These types of coins can go for $800 to $4,000 US, depending on how severe the error is and the overall condition of the coin. 3. The 1971 UK New Pence 2p coin. Now, let's talk about the 1971 2p coin, which is one of the most significant in the history of UK currency. This coin was part of the first batch of decimal coins issued after the UK made the switch to a decimal currency system on February 15, 1971. Because it's one of the first coins issued in the new system, it's highly sought after by collectors. Like the other coins, it features the national symbols on the back and Queen Elizabeth II's portrait on the front. Rare minting errors on the 1971 2p coin. A. Mule errors, incorrect die pairing. Just like with the 1975 2p coin, a mule error on the 1971 2p can be a real prize for collectors. This error happens when the coin is struck with a wrong die, such as using an obverse die from a different year or a different denomination entirely. These coins can be worth anywhere from $1,000 to $5,000 US, and in extremely rare cases, the value could go up to $10,000 US or more if the die pairing is especially significant. B. Off-center broad strikes. Off-center broad strikes are especially rare, and if you find a 1971 2p with this error, you're looking at a very valuable coin. This error happens when the coin is struck both off-center and outside the collar, making it wider and misaligned. These coins can be worth anywhere between $1,000 and $4,000 US, and in some rare cases, they could fetch $5,000 US or more. C. Major die cracks. Die cracks are another error you might find on the 1971 2p coin. This happens when the die used to strike the coin gets damaged, and it leaves a visible crack in the design. Major die cracks can make the coin look unique and can increase its value. A 1971 2p with a major die crack could be worth anywhere from $500 to $3,000 US, and if the crack runs through key features like the Queen's portrait or the date, it could be worth even more. D. Clash dies. A clash die error happens when the obverse and reverse dies collide with each other without a coin in between them, leaving an imprint of the reverse design on the obverse side, or vice versa. These coins are fascinating because of the unusual and unexpected design elements they feature. If you find a 1971 2p with a clash die, it could be worth anywhere from $500 to $5,000 US, and in rare cases, it might even exceed $7,000 US. E. Extremely weak strikes. Sometimes, coins don't get struck properly, and the design ends up being faint or hard to read. This is called a weak strike, and it can make the coin feel unique and rare. A 1971 2p with a weak strike can be worth anywhere from $100 to $2,000 US, depending on how faint the design is. In rare cases, especially with coins in great condition, a weak strike could even be worth more. Conclusion. So there you have it, the top 3 UK new Pence 2p coins every collector dreams of. These coins, from 1980, 1975, and 1971, are not only valuable because of their historical significance but also because of the minting errors that make them even rarer and more collectible. Whether it's a double strike, a mule error, or a broad strike, these rare coins can be worth thousands of dollars, especially if you happen to find one with a really extreme error. If you've got a collection of old coins, it might be worth taking a closer look to see if you've got any of these 2p coins with valuable minting errors. You never know, you could be sitting on a small fortune. Thanks for watching, and if you enjoyed this video, be sure to like, share, and subscribe for more awesome coin content. Happy collecting!